are going forth and back on these issues and coming up with issues of the budget and individual issues concerning what came to our various constituencies. If we want to go into those issues, all of us are culpable. Some senators here, so-called senior senators, got 500 million each. I am a ranking senator, I didn't get. Did I go to the press? Most of you got. And are going forth and back on these issues and coming up with issues of the budget and individual issues concerning what came to our various constituencies. If we want to go into those issues, all of us are culpable. Some senators here, so-called senior senators, got 500 million each. I am a ranking senator, I didn't get. Did I go to the press? Most of you got. And
it's the 13th of March 2024. We say good morning to you, viewers watching us all over the world. Of course, it's Bystanders at Newsstand, your number one sport review program. I'm Michael Adekunle. If you're joining us for the first time, this is Flip TV. This is Bystanders at Newsstand, where you get important stories, exclusive stories in Nigeria, where we dissect issues, politics, trending stories. All right, the rumples is still on. The controversy surrounding budget padding is still ongoing in the country, and we have Nigerians reacting to these developments. All right, what do we have on the front pages of the Nigerian papers here? We have different stories to be dissected this morning, starting from the alleged 3.7 trillion naira budget padding to Sheikh Gumi's words to the president of the country. What did he tell President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? He told Tinubu to join in negotiating with bandits to rescue the abducted students in Kaduna. This will be dissecting together this morning on Bystanders at Newsstand. You have the opportunity to call us on today's program. You can call via the link on the comment section. There's a link there provided for you to call us on the program. You can contribute. You can also join us on Facebook. We are live on Facebook and on the sister channel 50 Plus. We are there. All right, quickly to what is trending in the country. Talking about insecurity. What has Sheikh Gumi said this time around? All right, let me read it. In a bid to secure the release of abducted Nigerians, controversial Islamic scholar Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has expressed willingness to facilitate comprehensive discussions between the federal government and bandits. I repeat, controversial scholar Sheikh Gumi has expressed willingness in the administration of the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, willingness again in the administration of this president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sheikh Gumi has expressed willingness to facilitate comprehensive discussions between the federal government and bandits. Sheikh Gumi urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration not to repeat the mistake made by former President Muhammadu Buhari, who refused to dialogue with bandits. He was reacting to the refusal of the Kaduna State government to negotiate with bandits involved in abduction of 287 school children from Kuriga Government Secondary and Leah Primary Schools in Chikun local government area. All right, to the next one. What do we have? All right, on budget padding controversy, we have it here on these papers. Budget padding, unearthing another 500 million allegations against Nigerian senators. Unearthing another 500 million allegations against Nigerian senator. Rather than allow a sleeping dog to continue to snore over Senator Ningi's allegations of 2024 budget padding, Nigerian senator got further entangled in another accusation on the floor of the Senate that some senators got 500 million naira each from the budget. It was like a bombshell when it was uttered, and a few senators campaigned for the Senate rule book to seek appropriate sections to curb and sanction Senator Jaribe's shocking disclosure. And what did Senator Jaribe say? All of us are culpable. Some so-called senior senators here got 500 million naira each from the 2024 budget. I am ranking, he said, I am a ranking senator. I didn't get anything. No senator has a right to accuse Senator Ningi. All right, the controversy is still on. And let me tell you, Senator Ningi has been suspended by the leadership of the National Assembly. Senator Ningi has been suspended. That's the latest news coming from the news tent. All the way from Urban News Tent, I welcome you, Kunle, and all the viewers across the globe. Good morning.
Good morning, all the viewers. Good morning, special person Jane. Good morning, all of you there. God bless you all, including Udeze, Chima. God said, pray for your enemy.
Yeah, they are preparing a table before me in the presence of my enemy. That happened yesterday. You prayed for your enemy.
You pray for your enemy. You always pray for your enemy to change his mind. Keep praying for him. And I'm praying for him. So that prayer is for you to change your mind, your narratives against every issues. Thank God it's another day. I thank God for life. Thank God to be alive. It's not an easy thing.
And thank God for the disclosure. Thank God for the exposure in the house.
That is it's God that is exposing them for us. And all those Zingi, all of them, all the Senate, they should pack them aside and shut down that Senate. And if they can be doing about Cabrera Senate, they say it will have been better. Senegal did it, and they are enjoying it by that. So, in order not to be creating all this lacuna of embezzlement, of misappropriation of funds, imagine 500 million for each senator, and they say they will use it for constituency allowance. And that's the constituency allowance, according to them. And when you reach your constituency, did you see any touch of improvement there? No. So I think there's a time now we need to be profiling anybody that wants to come to Senate, anybody that wants to come into power generally, to check on their mental mental object, whether it's still intact or not. Because what are you using this money for? Billions, you're sharing billions of naira, you're sharing millions of naira, you are collecting Land Cruiser model, the bulletproof model, 2024 model. What are you taking this to hell? Are you taking it when you die? Are you going to take all these things along? And they need to learn from former one ex-Controller General of Custom, that he left power and his people were languishing in poverty, and he went on to build like a drainage, or what's it called, a septic tank, and he buried dollars there. Until those citizens, the indigenous of that area in Kaduna, just realized that what is this man going? He has been going there every day to start policing that place or to monitor that place. So later the whole thing, everything leaked. They now saw dollars, and those guys, they had to help themselves. They filtered some dollars from his lodges, and the government was aware about it, but the end story we had there was we could not even, the case, we don't hear anything about the case any longer. It's just like the issues of Malami and the sponsors of the terrorists, that we've been expecting Malami to come out and showcase them. And since I know that this guy has hanky-panky with that trial is going to be about. I mean, it's not going to be an open. I mean, what's it called? Trial. It's going to be, the camera trial also. So what I'm saying, until we start having sincere leaders, because all this Bible, all this Quran, they are using to swear them in. It's not working any longer. Let's go back to traditional listening. When you carry a gun for hand and you swear, say, I'm here to serve the good citizen of Nigeria, not to enrich myself. If I enrich myself, make thunder blow, them off, man. You start seeing changes. But they are abusing Bible, they are abusing Quran. These are the elements of people we are putting in higher position to control our life. They cannot control themselves, not to talk of controlling the citizen.
It's a disgrace.
It's a big disgrace.
It's a
very big disgrace. It's a very big disgrace.
And
all of them together, they should bury their head in shame. They should bury their head in shame in that Senate. Because it's enough of this rubbish we'll be hearing from the Senate. It's Senate every time. And mind you, they are the engine room of governance, of a good governance. They are the pilots. They are the pilots of a good governance. They are the one that always pilot a good governance. If you want a good governance, it has to start from the Senate. And you must put a C check. They are the one putting a C check on the president. They are the one putting a C check on the governor. They are the one putting a C check on who is who. Even they have the right to invite anybody to the Hollow Chamber and to let him know, because they are representing themselves now, not in quotes. They are representing themselves. They are not representing us. We send them down there, and they are derailing. So I think the situation of this country now has gone beyond.
This is more or less like opening kind of worms in the National Assembly. Jaribe and Ningi. Now, quickly to the comment section. Somebody is telling me to ask you or to tell you something here, which I don't want to skip. Odeze Chima.
Yes, okay.
Odeze Chima.
The same Odeze. Okay, he's welcome.
Please, Mr. Michael Adekunle, can you remind Kunle that yesterday he accused Ningi of sabotaging Tinubu's administration in the stands? That's what.
I'm still standing on that.
You're still standing on that?
Yes. When Ningi was part of the Buhari, administration, when Buhari was president, when did Ningi ever make any statement against Buhari that Buhari is wasting Nigerian money? Buhari is inviting the Fulani men into Nigerian territory. Has he ever raised his hands up in that Hollow Chamber to condemn Buhari activities there? No, he can fact check what I'm saying. As this Ningi, that's my stand. What is good for the good is good for the gander. So why telling me that I'm doing the double standard? What I'm saying, Ningi should be suspended, and he has been suspended.
3 months suspension.
3 months. They should even add up 2 months more. So it will be a deterrent to is it not be a ranking senator? Imagine how long a ranking senator will have been. So it's one of the decay of this Senate. So maybe the game has changed on his tune. What is the privileges he has been enjoying under Buhari? And Buhari is the godfather there. So when Buhari left, they believe that, okay, nobody else to take care of them. Tinubu cannot really take care of them the way they want. That's just it. So everybody is fighting for his own, protecting his own interest. To be safe, Ningi, in one way or the other, a ranking senator, what is he still doing in the Senate? The Senate, you heard that your constituency is not having peace. His constituency is not at peace. So what is he doing in the Senate? What they sending to Senate? There was a senator from the north that said Boko Haram. Then Boko Haram used to call him that they are coming. I don't want to mention the name. I said it in the Hollow Chamber. So these people, I think it's a time for us to start calling a spade a spade.
But it's not the only senator that are exposed to the activities in the National Assembly. Ndume also.
Ndume assistant is still Ndume. Ndume has a political.
Remember
yes. Ndume likewise. There was a guy that scraped off all our morning, what's it called? I want to remember his name. He was in charge of one parastatals. The Dume stood shorty for him. And the guy went away. Maina. You remember? You remember his case? It was the same Dume that stood shorty for him. And that guy went away. Although the law then took his course, they put him in the... it was same Udume that raised his own hand up in the Alo chamber then, that they should find solution to Boko Haram issue because Boko Haram people are calling it. How did they get this number? How did they get this number? The more you look, the less you see. Our daughter politicians, they are playing games. You know, they have that chess level. When you talk of politics, they have that chess with them. Give it to them. They are very, very, active. They are very, very good in politics. So they know how to play the game. So if you fall for them, you are at your own peril.
Some persons in the comment section are saying that you are indirectly telling us that it is right to siphon the Commonwealth of the country.
It is not right. It is not right.
Saying that,
my brother, it is too late for these people to be coming out. Why did they reject the what's it called, the Pajero they get them, the Land Cruiser? Did all these guys Ningi? Did they reject it? Did they complain about it? Forget these people. When they don't favor them is when they will now start spilling the body. I've told you, we don't have Senate.
And is it right for some for some senators to get 500 million naira?
It's not right, and it's not today they've been getting it. It's not today. It's not left for you and I to mobilize. Honestly, they don't come home. They don't come to their constituency. They will stay in that Abuja.
But some have been deprived of getting the same amount their colleagues got.
Oh, that's what that was what brought
that's what ignited another fire.
You see now. You are just answering the question yourself now. Some of them did not get what belongs to them, the right figure that belongs to them. So that was what spilled out the fire now. And you could see, if not that they did not get the same amount, they will have lied this thing under the carpet. So now our head, now they catch them as they are now.
All right, away from that, let's quickly move down to what Gumi said to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Don't act like the former president, Muhammadu Buhari. Let us join hands together, negotiate with these bandits so that we can...
Gumi.
Fighting war against insecurity in the country. And we have someone like Sheikh Gumi in this country negotiating. Coming out in the public to tell the president to join hands with him to negotiate.
And they leave him working free. Yeah, he knows these bandits.
He knows where they are.
Mind you, he happens to be a retired captain or colonel in Nigerian army. So maybe that's the privilege they are looking at him for. And if he happens to be that, he's supposed to be the one to lead the combat to attack these people. But you are still giving them, you are still giving them a special preference. You are giving a terrorist a special preference that they should go and negotiate. When you negotiate with the terrorist A, another B will spring up. That means everybody will key into it that, okay, this is what pay most. This is highest paid job now in the Nigerian system. Everybody will turn to terrorists. Is that what will Gumi or what's it called? Gumi. Let me remove Shay. Gumi. Is that what Gumi wants?
A scholar for that matter?
A scholar. A retired colonel in Nigerian army. Was it major or colonel? He was the. I mean, it should stop all those things. This country belongs to every one of us. This country did not belong to terrorists, right? Terrorists cannot just be making the money of this country, killing us, and you still be, rubbing their head that well done, boys, well done, boys. That is exactly what Gumi is doing. That you should tolerate about terrorists and negotiate with terrorists, negotiate with a terrorist, a killer. I think it's only in Nigeria you can see such character dishing out such statements.
All right, thank you so much, Kule.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Raphael, there is fire on the mountain.
Run.
Yeah.
That's a volcanic. It's so volcanic, and there is rumpus.
In the
royal rumpus in the National Assembly. It is never.
Continue.
It has never been. It has never been heard before or learnt about that. There are senior senators and junior senators who is bringing classification in the National House of Assembly in Nigeria. Since the inception of presidential system of government, I have never heard of senior senators, junior senators. Akpabio as a Senate president has murdered democracy. Not only democracy, presidential system of government. Okay, the first people in the world that practice it correctly without fallibility is the United States of America. Still in America today, there are no senior congressmen, there are no junior congressmen. And where you can give award contract to people, you award to company. People will do contracts under the names of their registered company. Their company should have certificate of corporate affairs, CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission. These are people that are qualified to handle federal projects. Why? Senators are receiving projects. That's the reason they gave for disputing or disbursing among themselves senior senators. That's the amount is 500 million naira each. Who is the senior senator in Nigeria? Okay, maybe. Oluremi, when he was serving for how many years? Mrs. Tinubu in the house there. He went to the house representing a particular constituency in Lagos State for over how many years? Maybe Pastor Oluremi Tinubu was a senior senator then. But I want to tell you that nothing like that. It means our papers, our medias, they are not writing anything because they have never given us such information that Oluremi Tinubu was a senior senator. Perhaps, peradventure, this man, like Kweremadu, he served his own constituency over 22 years in Enugu State. Maybe he was a senior senator. That's why he was, promoted up to the rank of being a Senate deputy president to
Can you pause a bit?
Saraki Ahmed.
Can you pause a bit? We have a call on the line, Rafi.
Somebody's calling us.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle. Good morning, Mr. Raf. I'm doing great. I hope same with you guys.
We're fine.
Good. Unfortunately, we can all see the country where some people are defending. Nigeria is a shame of a country. Nigeria is not worth calling a country. Honestly. Look at the kind of rotten things that is coming out of the so-called National Assembly. In a democracy, in a democratic setup, the legislative arms, the executive arms, and the judiciary, they shared their responsibilities differently. Now, a lawmaker, the primary purpose of the senators is to make laws or amend laws for the country. But here we are. They padded budget to the extent that they are sharing themselves 500 million naira. And yesterday, a senator was being interviewed and he said it's a constituency project money. Is a senator responsible for carrying out projects in his constituency? Is that the work of is that lawmaking? Constituency project is totally different from lawmaking. What the hell of a country is this? And God used somebody among them to expose them and tell over 200 million Nigerians what is happening, how these people are squandering their country. Immediately, they ran around themselves and suspended this man. The man may not be a saint, but in a saint country and a true democratic nation, the citizens would have trooped out en masse in the streets this morning, clamoring, blocking that National Assembly and forcing them to restore that man back to office immediately. Because what that man, Senator Ningi, did is what is called legislation. He did the work of a senator, a correct one that should be applauded by the whole nation. But what do we see? They have suspended him for 3 months to bury the case. Now, yesterday, Mr. Kunle came here, like always, I don't know what he's getting from this government. I'm still trying to know what this man is, what Mr. Kunle, with due respect, is getting from this Tinubu government. Because from the Tinubu era, from the Buhari era up to this moment, I haven't seen any big change in Kunle. But it's unfortunate that this man will always come here to dish out false information to people. Yesterday, he came out here and was saying that Mr. Ningi was planning, he was working against Tinubu's government. A man that is doing his civic responsibility, a man that is doing the work that he was voted in to do. This morning again, Mr. Kule has come back here and is applauding that same Mr. Ningi. Now, when I made a comment, I was reminding him what he said yesterday. He immediately switched his talk like always. Big Maroli saying another thing, that this man, why didn't he say it on that Buhari? If he didn't say it on that Buhari, does it mean that now that he said it, it's not true? What the man is saying, is it not true? Honestly, with politicians like this in power, in political positions, and with the citizens like Kunle still ruling around the streets of Nigeria, there is no future for this country. Absolutely. We have bad politicians, but to a greater extent, we have zombie citizens that doesn't know their left from right. Honestly. Sorry to say this word, Mr. Kunle should go back and think about what he's saying, what his act. Because there's an English adage that says, you should not plant thorns on the road or on people's road, because your children might walk barefooted on that same route tomorrow. Tell him this if he's not hearing me. He could not plant thorns on the road now because of his so selfish interest. Because what he is doing, his children, his grandchildren might suffer it in few years from now. Tinubu will not be in power forever, but the acts today will be on the sands of time forever. God bless you, Mr. Dekule. God bless you, Mr. Ram. Wow, this is my submission this morning. Thank you.
All right, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chima. Like I was saying, Mike, are you coming in with another question? Let us just finish about this padding of a budget. This padding of budget that led to the sharing of the money, as they are trying to expatiate what they meant by padding a budget. That's why they share 500 million to senior senators and the so-called presumably junior senators. I've never had it before. No ranking and filing in the House of the Legislatives. They are there to make law. We have ranking and filing in the Nigerian police forces.
There's an
in the military forces.
There's an objection.
Someone objected.
Some. There's ranking senators in USA and everywhere. Stop this propaganda.
Okay, let me tell you, Mr. Man. Ranking senators, ranking congressmen, they are not sharing money there. They are doing the needful, the thing that will benefit the American society. Sam, have you ever heard that there was a senior senator that padded budget or shared padded budgets in the USA for $500 million to $200 million to both senior and the junior? Have you heard that? It is never ever been heard in presidential system of government. Sam, listen. Presidential system of government, America practices. Democracy, the first society, the first country in the world to have started democracy on a clean record was the United States of America in 1776. Get that in your ear. George Washington was the first president. We don't have senior Congress that are sharing money. If you want a award contract, allow the congressmen be. The award contract outside the House of Congress. The congressmen, not to the congressmen. You won't give them contracts to execute. in any constituency in America. They award it to companies, registered companies. It's individuals. Americans use it to help themselves. It might be a little girl, provided it's working under a company that is registered. Oga, I read and read and read. Oga Sam, congressmen in America, they make law that is very, very good, very, very beneficial to American people. They don't execute constituency projects in the House. It's left for people. Their duty in Philadelphia, when 55 men wrote the American Constitution, where lawmakers legislate our law, is the duties of the lawmakers, the congressmen. They did not say senior and junior. They did not say chair the padded project. Why are you padding project for? You are padding project so that we disperse it among yourselves. And that is what actually took place. And now everybody is saying it. 500 million. For what? For what? Tell me, is that how to make laws? Okay, I don't know how much they gave to the low house. That is House of Rep. Because they must give the money to them unless they will sue all of them to court. It has not been proven in the court that you should pad project, what do you call it?
Is it budget?
Budget. Why are you padding budget? That is of inflation now. You are inflating it. You are inflating it so that we steal it. So let me tell you, the kind of legislator or senators we have in this country, I've never seen it anywhere in the world. And do you know why? That's why they fought hard to ask Ahmed Saraki asked. They just do that to kick him out. For this kind of impunitive activities to continue in the National House of Assembly. In Abuja, Saraki did not pad budgets. Saraki did not steal money. Saraki did well. Mike, Saraki did well. Because if not because of Saraki, we would have allowed cattle colony, ruralization. There are many things that Olusola Saraki stopped. That man did well. He outperformed Ahmed Lawal. Oga, wait, you will come and talk. Oga, wait, you can come and talk your own. Nobody is stopping you. If you say anything, don't worry. Come here and talk your own. We are not collecting money. Come and tell the world what you know. Mike, let me tell you. Padding budget is good as stealing money that is meant for annual spending in a country. When you pad, you are padding to steal, to thief. We need to tell the world what they know. Are you listening to me? We need to tell the world what we know about padding. What are you padding for? Have you heard that Greg Obi questioned them? Why are they padding? That's why they are checking. The opposition party, Labour Party, that actually won election, has started already crucifying them on padding election by 4 trillion or 3 trillion. What a staggering huge amounts of money. That is meant for chop among themselves. Chop no they finish. You are chop eating Nigerians' destinies. What do you mean? Padding budgets? What about infrastructural amenities? What about developmental amenities? What about employment amenities? To develop Nigeria, to help the youth advance into IT technologies. You invest money on that. You are eating all this money. You are telling us about padding budgets. Nigeria is a place that I've seen people, common people, civilians in the society. A norm is a norm to hate themselves. Everybody hate themselves.
There are reports that northern senators are presently working against the administration of Tinubu.
His name is Ningi.
Yeah, Ningi.
Thank you.
Is it true?
He resigned.
Is it true?
He resigned.
That northern governors in the House are working against
senators.
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 Is it true they are working against this administration?
Thank you. The kind of legislatives.
And we also got report that some of those who lost out in the race for Senate presidency are working to get Senator Gospel Akpabio out
there because he's stealing. Because he's there to legislate and legislate.
No, I didn't say because he's stealing.
No, I'm telling you because the first time in last year, we of course know how we said it is time you go. I have remitted social amount into your account. Let's have a field day, a good weekend. I wish you people happy weekend. How much did he transfer into the accounts? He did not know when it came out from his mouth. They started shouting, off the microphone, off the microphone. Akpabio said it. I'm not the one said it. Akpabio payments. So I'm saying what I know. Are you listening to me? Those senators, Ningi that is stepping out or resigning from heading a particular committee, are you listening to me? He's resigning because of this padding of budgets. He's doing the right thing. He's working against the current 9th assembly because God's will Akpabio is obvious he's not qualified to be there. When he was a governor of Akwa Ibom, okay, this is 10th assembly, thank you. He's not qualified to be there. It's obvious that there was 7 billion scam hanging on his neck. He could not clear it. He was about heading to the court. I'm trying to profile Akpabio. Open your ears, you critics, before you crucify me. They were about to take him to court over that 7 billion naira scam allegation. Are you listening? And the then national chairman of, I think, APC, that's Adam Ochomole, came out and said, cross-carpet to APC, your sins are forgiven. Not up to 1 week. Akpabio cross-carpeted to APC. That's why nobody probed him again. That kind of person is not supposed to be a Senate president. Before you can pick people that work for you as a president, make sure that you select very, very decent, modest, morally okayed. Are you listening to me? Ministers, advisors for this. Let them be quality materials. Don't take people that are corrupt. Don't take people whose antecedents are as dirty as cheat.
Away from that, Ningi+Gumi to President Bola Ahmed. Tinubu.
Negotiating with bandits, bringing money, giving them money, talking with armed men with masks. And they want to continue it in this Tinubu administration. What office is Gumi representing? Is he working in any federal government agency? Our critics, we need answers from you. What government interest is protecting? Is he among the DSS? The responsibility of the what? Intelligence officers, the DSS, the police, and the rest of the armed forces is to negotiate with these criminals called bandits, not a Muslim Islamic cleric. There is something going on. He is supposed to come and explain the world to the whole world. The reason why he should be the only person in the whole country that should go into the bush to negotiate with bandits. He is in a very, very lucrative venture, business transaction with the bandits. He should come and tell us. A cleric, he's stealing money. What are you saying? Gumi during then, Gumi now. I don't think this administration should allow this kind of thing to go on. He's not the right person to be there. How does he know? Who planned it? Kidnap of almost 300 pupils. How could you hire a truck or aeroplane or train and kidnap people and go into your hiding place? Is it possible? No intel about where they are. They have established contact with the bandits. The Nigerian armed forces, security operatives could not use tracking device to know the hideout of these criminals. And we are still singing music here, telling people cock and bull stories about a cleric playing the role of an intermediary or mediator between government and the thieves. We think that we don't know what is going on in the north. We are not all fools in the southern Nigeria here. If you go into the localities, various interior places in the north, we find out that the local emirs, the like of the Gumis, all of them, they know many, many things going on about banditry, operations of the Boko Haram insurgents, and the other locals conniving with these dissidents. They are the disgruntled politicians in Nigeria. Yes, political dissidents. They are the one conniving with these people. After all, they are making money out of it. That's why Gumi wants to continue his what? His former advantageous, lucrative ventures with the bandits when Tinubu Buhari was there. See, he should be arrested and questioned. DSS should be after Gumi now. I'm talking about now. Do you know that it is up with Badejo, the Meiti Allah patron or chairman that was running his mouth? Tinubu has sent the DSS that have gotten him. He should explain to us what is the meaning of Meiti Allah. What interest do they have in our land, both north and southern Nigeria?
And what's stopping him from picking Gumi?
Gumi must be picked up. Gumi they must pick Gumi. Yeah. Gumi must go to the headquarters of the DSS and cool his head there. They must grill him. Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
See, let me tell you, there are many things going on in this country. Right. So strange. Okay. Abio senates, they are senators, they are wrong. They are not getting it right.
All right, Michael Chinedu. Good morning. Chinedu Michael, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm okay. Good morning. No, yeah, you know, he's a training something now. Honestly. So you don't need anybody to tell you what is on the ground. The Senate is thinking right now, you know. We'll foresee it coming. Like I used to say before, Tinubu should be very careful with his administration because most of his policies are anti-North, you know, and that's the way they see it. But most of those of his policies, I see it, you know, like the movement of certain department of the CBN fund, whatever. And the latest one was the issue of NNPC and you know, the CBN, you know, that CBN should be in charge of, you know, crude oil sales, cash, you know, instead of NNPC. You know, some of the policies are yes, they are looking at it from the angle. Okay. So it's not very far from what, you know, Ademola Yayi, Solomon Yayi is trying to tell, or Bamidele, trying to tell the house that they're not going to allow that anymore. But away from that, anyway, we need to understand what is on ground. That at this point in time now, the likes of Senator Abdul Ningi, you know, should be commended. You know why? Yes, it should be commended because
that disclosure.
Yes, because this is it's not as if it's not happening. It's a normal thing, you know, in the house that a budget of 27 point something trillion. Out of that 27 point something trillion, about 3 trillion or there about 4 trillion, you know, cannot be traced to a particular project. Do you know why they shut him down? And the guy refused to tender an apology. One, he is a PDP. He's coming from the opposition. That is why we need to understand that very well. And the majority of the people in the house is under the APC-led government. But the fact is this, where some of us are having reservation is this. At this level of disclosure, where it has been noted that currently now the Senate is thinking, you know, with issue of money exchanging hands. We're having about 500. Somebody said Iraqi senator. Who is Iraqi senator? Let me tell you. No, they have placed class in the Senate already, which is not constitutional. But if you are telling me based on reputation, you know, contribution to national life, that a certain senator, you know, has 10 years, 20 years, you know, and can be addressed, and it's not a privilege or an atmosphere or a position where you are going to, because of that, you collect 500 million and that person is collecting 27 million. It's not correct. It is never correct. But based on reputational grounds, you know, one can be addressed as a senior senator or as, but it is not constitutional, you know, just a kind of respect and all that. But at this point now, I think what the Senate needed to do was to set up an independent committee of inquiry that will be made up of seasoned sons, lawyers, that will sit down and investigate. So, you know, and find out whether Abdul Ningi is actually correct or not. Look at how everybody just shut him down. It's not correct. It doesn't work that way.
Was that now not a disgrace to the National Assembly?
That's what I'm saying. That currently, now, no matter how you look at it, no matter how the presidency will look at it, no matter how anybody will look at it, the Senate currently now, under the administration of Godswin Akpabio, is stinking with corruption. Somebody coming out to say 500 million. Nigeria, most of this, look at the what he did. He said you are allocating how many millions of naira to people for weekend, just for weekend celebration, and the thing went viral, and he didn't resign.
Prayer to their mailbox.
So, bro, you know what I'm telling you. Tinubu should understand that this is not a matter of compensation for political gangsters, or a kind of people who helped in manipulation or whatever in different regards.
Can you hold on?
Yes,
hold on?
yes.
You have a call on the line. Can you have this? All right. Good morning. Who is on the line? Who do we have here? Good morning. Ni.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Am I audible?
Ni from which country, please?
I'm calling you from Kosovo.
Oh, Ni Adegunwa.
No. This is Ni from Kosovo.
All right.
Good morning, Mr. Obina. Good morning, everybody. On the Flip TV, Well, for me, Mr. Chinedu, all right.
I'm Chinedu. Yeah, Chinedu.
All right, Mr. Obina, Chinedu. All right. So, Mr. Chinedu, do not involve the executive in this argument. Do not.
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. The issue we have here is the Nigerian citizens are not ready at any level or on any level to hold the people in power responsible. Udeze called this morning. He called this morning. He said, if this were to be in another clime, people would have gathered, most especially the civil society organization would have gathered right before the National Assembly block or complex to protest. Mr. Mike, you know that I have always said that National Assembly are the biggest problem we have in our democracy. I said it even before the election. I said it after the election. I even came to this platform. I told you that the National Assembly are the most powerful arm of government because, let me tell you, if you have a functional National Assembly, it doesn't matter if that president is who you like or not. That president will do the bidding of the people. I also came here, I said that nobody, Mr. Chinedu, you cannot tell me that the senator of your constituency rigged his way into that National Assembly. You will not say it. If you call Kule now, if you call Mr. Matthew, or even our uncle,
yes,
if you ask him,
they do rig their ways. No, bros.
No.
Let me just
hold on, Mr. Chinedu. Hold on, Mr. Chinedu.
Okay.
Hold on. Nobody will come
they
here.
They do. Don't know them.
No. People will not bring up that argument. It is never the topic of the day. If you have over 400 National Assembly members, and we are in a situation whereby people support 80% of them to be duly elected, then we should have the best National Assembly member. You see, the time we got it wrong in Nigeria was the day that in the National Assembly they said that there's no opposition. I think that is the trap they set for we, the gullible citizens. In every democracy, the National Assembly is the most vibrant. In fact, it is the most rancorous arm of government because they will always have disagreement. When you see that those National Assembly members are always in the same direction, then we should know that we are in big trouble. In America today, America is the biggest democracy in this world. In the House of Congress, even till tomorrow, you see them having a robust argument. The Democrats and the Republicans, they will always fight themselves. But you see in the Nigerian National Assembly, they will tell you that there is no political partisanship, right? That no. As long as we are here, everybody must agree in the same line. And I think it is totally wrong. And I think this is why you see that the Labour Party senators and House of Reps, all of them are helpless. They cannot speak up. They are scared. Until we have these senators that are determined. However, no senator can be as determined as far as the people do not support him. In the past, we have seen how Senator, I think, is it Jaribe, when he was trying to fight Dogara, people did not support him. Okay, look at Senator Ningi right now. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of this 10th Senate, when Oshiomhole came out and said some things, how many people supported him? So these senators have now understand that even if I try to expose the National Assembly, the people I am representing will not protest. They will not come to my aid. The Labour Congress will not protest on my behalf. And of course, they know that when the Senate House suspend them, they will not collect their salary. And this is why we are helpless.
And that is why we are saying that it should be recommended by individual organizations for an award. Yes, Abdul Ningi should be commended and be given an award for that.
Yeah, Mr. Tinubu.
Yes, because the system already has been called. He knows that they have been. These are loyalists. That's why I'm saying that he shouldn't be saying that he should be separated from the presidency. Okay.
No. It's three arms of government. The major duty of the National Assembly, they are supposed to be whistleblowers. That is their job. They are supposed to be an expository arm of government. They are supposed to expose the inadequacies of the president. Right? The people do not understand that is the major role of the senators and the House of Reps. And this is why they are not doing that job. And what they focus on most times is constituency projects. So, to everybody listening, I just hope very soon the citizens will understand that we must hold our senators by the jugular. If we must get it right? Everybody is saying Tinubu is bad. Everybody is saying Tinubu is this, that. If we have a functional and efficient National Assembly, I tell you, Tinubu will be an excellent president because they will always call him to order to do the bid of the people. Because the people always
sit up. No, you will sit up. I know that what is going to be facing is going to be purely people-oriented policies. Because the fear of trying to please the presidency is dragging the Senate responsibilities and duties to the people down the drain. That's just it.
So, Mr. Tinubu, I want.
That's what we should ask ourselves.
Mr. Tinubu, indeed, before I submit the mic, I think Nigerians, I think we actually put ourselves in this mess because Akpabio did not rig himself to win the senatorial, seat, right? Akwa Ibom voted for him massively. In fact, they still love him even to tomorrow. And today now he's the Senate president. Well, I think we just have to educate ourselves
irrespective
more.
That they still have backlogs of corruption bags,
But they voted for him. That's the truth.
The issue of NDDC, what happened when he was governor of Rivers State. There are traces of corruption.
Mr. Tinubu, they voted for him.
That money plays a major role in
politics
voted for in Nigeria. But what we are saying is
they voted for him. Mr. Tinubu, they voted for him. That's the problem. If you go to Akwa Ibom today, if you ask them, they'll tell you that, yes, we voted for Akpabio. So what are you arguing about? That's the problem we have here. People don't take the National Assembly seriously. People don't see them as they are just a lay-by arm of government, and they are the most important arm of government. However, we don't. So let me use the mic for now. Good morning. Thank you.
Ningi has always said it on this platform.
Interesting, Ningi. Thank you for that smart contribution. But we're not going to be far from the truth. Somebody is asking a question: is the presidency not part of the pardon. Because, you know, after the so-called suspension of Abdul Ningi, they went into a closed-door meeting with the presidency, you know, and that calls for, like, until that is being done to satisfy the consciousness of some Nigerians like us who want an independent inquiry into what Ningi is saying. We can never be comfortable with what the decision of the Senate, because senators themselves, because, you know, look at Yayi's rhetorics in the House, you know, trying to, but okay, Bamidele own was a bit fair, but I'm not comfortable because it's the chairman of the appropriation in the House, you know, coming outrightly, you know, to defend, you know, what Nigerians are saying to be, you know, an act of criminality in the Senate. So at that level now, we are asking that even though they have suspended, because the people who suspended are Tinubu's loyalists in the House. There's no two ways about it. They are called Tinubu's men.
And that's why I ask you that, can the budget be padded without the consent of the president himself?
Bro, the entity, the cabals called corruption are corrupt people. They know themselves. They know the racket. They know what they want to achieve for allocating 4 trillion naira to non-existing projects. And the president might not have the time to do a thorough rundown of the budget, but he has aides who can do that for him, and those aides might also be corrupt. So for him at this level now, we are saying that the suspension, even though maybe it is according to House rules, to so many Nigerians, we are not comfortable with that, because we expect the Senate, you know, because you cannot be your own judge in your own case. They are representatives of the people. They would have subjected that allegation to an independent committee of inquiry, at least to clear the cobwebs, you know, hovering under Babu.
Not embarking on immediate suspension.
Thank you, Mike. You need to understand what I'm saying. You know, to clear, to make everywhere look like as if, even though we know that, you know, okay, look at the case of 500 million. Was it not like, do Nigerians know about it? Or okay, there's a certain ranking. I think time has come for bicameral legislation. I think we should move into bicameral legislation. I think that would be better, because these guys sit there 8 years. They cannot even put a borehole in their constituency. Bro, you know, they ask, why is it that they know they're wrong? They are resigned. You know they ask, you know, to go Senate where one person will wear more than 20 yards of clothes. Bro, it's a problem. Clothes that is meant for 20 people, one person will wear it. They are already confused. That is why you see these things happening over and over and over and over again. Please, Ababio is denting the image of the Nigerian Senate by the way, you know, he conducts his own leadership. He's making it look as if that Tinubu, you know, Senate should be able to, like what this year Ningi is saying, and they should be able to make the president himself to put on a thinking cap. And this oh yes stamping, I do always, has put, okay, look at Lawal Ahmed, the former Senate president. Under his nose, they printed 30 trillion and shared it. I said the uprising, but you know, there was a time, you know, what is it called? Fani Kayode was saying it. You know, I don't. The guy is neither here or there. But yeah, no, I don't know. But what I'm saying is that he's neither here or there. But I need to take the message and leave the messenger. Okay. He said a time will come when Nigerian leaders will experience fury. Not anger. Because we keep on getting into all these things over and over and over again. And it's unfortunate, Mike.
All right, thank you so much, Chinedu. I really appreciate it. I would have allowed you to talk about Sheikh.
Yeah, just 1 minute.
One minute.
You know that before now, there was a certain time when Boko Haram named some certain people, you know, to represent them in the negotiation. And if you look at the list of those people that was named for negotiation, you know, we have Buhari name was there. All these people we are seeing today are there. But unfortunately, why they are talking about a governor of a state hiring a negotiator, and somebody is saying at this point, you know, don't told the line of the other man, I can get it done. And no, bros, let me tell you, it's very suspicious. The Northerners themselves, I believe that Tinubu should be able to begin to understand what is going on. You know, what Bamidele said, I respect him for that vision. He said, the North have enjoyed their own. Now, if they think they will remove this man, it's not going to be possible. Bro, you understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, I said it before, that eventually, it will get to a point that Akpabio will become the target, and they're going to use their machineries. Somebody came out and said that they should leave Boko Haram because they are fighting for their own caliphate. The news is everywhere in Abuja. Or they won't leave the Boko Haram of the Boko Haram in FCC. But the people at this point now should be able to look at Sheikh Gumi deeply and be able to know actually if there is something underground between him, the federal government, the northern political powers, and of course the issue of kidnapping in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Chinedu. Sorry? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, are you?
Yeah, I'm cool.
My name is Oluwale.
All right. We're trying to make your own submission as regards to what we're discussing here. While,
First thing first. Nigeria is not yet a country.
Not yet a country.
I've never seen anywhere in the world that a country has been governed the way we are being governed here. The truth should be told. It has no two-face. Have you ever seen anywhere in the world all what is happening in our surroundings is happening? We fail forcefully to tell ourselves the truth. Righteousness exalts a nation. Sin is a reproach to any nation in the world. Everything in Nigeria is shortcut. It affects you and myself. It's in you, it's in me. The language we understand very well is nothing but money. How the money will get to you is what you don't care about. All you need is money.
Money answers all things.
It's a root cause of all evil.
The love of money. The love of money.
It's a deep down to every home in Nigeria. From church to mosque. Is anything working around you now? Is Akpabio the first senior president you are having in Nigeria? What is different now between Akpabio and Nwabara? I want somebody to understand this. Nweremu and Chuba Kadigo of a blessed memory, very intellectual man. The system made things be the way it is.
Still the same.
How do we get out of it? Is the system of what Buhari practice now is different from what you are having now? Is it different now?
They are the same. It is the same.
Eh? Is there anything different?
Solution.
Somebody should answer this question. You are using one now to praise another because of the 40 structure we are having. No foundation at all, sir. No structure. Who design the legislator arm of government the way it is today? Is it Akpabio or Tinubu or Buhari? They met it on ground. It's a thing they cannot change overnight. This is your president. Where he is?
The former president.
Where do you see him now? If
Nigeria
Nigeria is not sick, if we are running a good country, if this man should be alive, if he's fortunate to be alive, where does he supposed to be? Prison.
That's Babangida.
Yes. Prison, if at all, he is alive today. But see, the amount of people that is taking decision for the nation. Somebody like Obasanjo, Theophilus Danjuma. Are you listening to me now?
Very well.
Absalam Abubakar. They are the yes, decision making. And these people have one answer to another, to answer Nigeria. They made this country the way it is today. They hold us to captive, hostage. They are just confusing people. You are Igbo, you are Hausa, you are Yoruba. What is going on in the house now? Must happen. Everybody wants to protect their own interests now. The man in question now, the center of it all now, is this a new senator in that house? Is this you guys there today? Eh? Is this a new person? This is changing. In a way, it's not favoring their side. The Apabio you are mentioning now has been governor twice. Former commissioner 8 years. Before he became governor, 8 years. Apabio. Yeah. With the same account. He was a former commissioner. Commissioner of Finance. Under the first governor there. Before he became governor for 8 years. From governor to senator. Senator again to another senator. So now, he's there now as your Senate president. You know how much he spent before he could get that seat. You know what Yari spent before he failed. So there's a coalition in the house fighting against each other, protecting your interests and mine in a different way and dimension. Things must definitely happen. The issue of money is not even arising.
Are you applauding Ningi for that exposure?
I'm not. Why lie? Do you remember the Major Bank calling and Daniel Melaye? What caused their fight? Is it not money? $10 million. Where did you do anything about it again? Is it just start again? Money aside, there are things they are fighting against that you and I cannot even see with your two naked eyes. Is this country, are they governing this country the way it should be? Are you happy now the way the country is? Still a Fabio, put another person there. What is happening will continue.
It's deeper than what we know.
Until the structure is changed.
What structure?
Restructuring. 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 You are having 5 states. Somebody is having 7 states. 7 plus 6 and 6 plus 6. They are having 19. They are having 19. Their side.
Yet no resources are coming from that angle. No natural
you are having
resources.
How many here? 6 plus 12 plus 17. 17 and 19, which is the highest?
19.
Who gets what? You are having how many local governments here in Nigeria? 774. How many do you have in your side here? That's 17 you are having in the south. Have they ever agreed to go together once? Are we not arguing with each other now?
One day.
What are we getting from the center? Somebody should answer this question. First local government was created in 1967. River, Kwara, Lagos, Kano. They had four local governments. Today, Jigawa plus Kano, they are having 71 local governments. Lagos is having 20 local governments. I don't know whether you are following my arithmetic. Kwara is having 16 local governments. Thank you. River is having 34. Thank God for that. So with this now, the other day, Lagos was proposing to add additional to their local government. It is not Abubakar Rimi that stopped it. Neither Shiruma or Shikafi or Adamu Shiruma. Obasanjo from the same southwest. And you are seeing some people of you are praising it's your Baba. It's your tiny God now. Who do this to us? How do we get to this level? Why can't we listen as a normal human being?
Just now,
Yeah,
restructuring.
Of course.
Restructuring.
Of course.
Or let everybody go.
Of the country.
All right. Thank you so much.
All
Thank you so much
disintegration.
for your contribution.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
Thank you.
Research don't work. Can it work? That's the problem. Good money. Can it work? The same people we still recycle them. Can it work? You see, the system has corrupt. Every system has corrupt. It can't work. Say Tinubu was when he was opposition. He said the moment they get there, hit the ground running. They are begging him to the state police. State police. So what the man is saying is right, but the problem is that I believe that man is aged. Good. They don't need to waste time. The Northerners have already done that. Suing them every day, recruiting personnel in the name of other state police or security. They're already doing that. With the way they are doing that, they're still kidnapping themselves. So what the man is saying is the right thing, but the point is that the system has corrupt. Who will change it? The question, who will change it? Left for the citizen to rise up. Are we rising up? The country has been divided. So that's what he's saying is right.
Do you see what happened on Tuesday as a disgrace to the 10th Assembly under the leadership of Senator Godswill Akpabio? Lucky.
It's not a new thing. Okay, it's not a new thing. During Lawan, snake swallow Naira in Asuro. Lawan said, whatever the president brings, I will agree. Don't forget, before you become the Senate president, it's an arrangement. It's an agreement. Before you become Senate president, before they bring Akpabio, it's an arrangement. Whatever the president say, agree, sign. During Akpabio time, off the mic. You remember? During Akpabio time, take your prayer point. That's money. Now, senior citizen. I believe I'm a senior citizen in Ogba Philip TV here. So I'm one of the senior citizens in Ogba here. So in Senate, they have senior citizens who share our loot. But what is Nigeria doing? Just to talk. Where are the human rights, civil society, people like Bakari, Odumaiki, all of them, everybody have silent. Tell you the truth. The only way which I'm saying, let states go and manage their resources. Whether you like it or not, I'm still saying it today. I don't have much to say. All I'm saying, if you like, analyze from here to tomorrow. Like this man that is talking now, he's senior me. If you watch him, he's senior me. If they were raising this disease about 50 years ago, 20 years ago, I believe they were today. But another thing is that there's no cooperation. Nigeria has been divided. When it comes for business, that's why you see Igbo man and Hausa man and Yoruba man become my brothers and sisters. But when it comes for election, you see Yoruba man and Hausa man together. So that is it. Nigeria has been divided. Not to worry about it. What I'm saying is that somewhere somebody come and take over leadership that you doesn't know, not even an election. So be it, and change the whole system. Like he's saying, Tinubu visiting Babangida, there's nothing wrong. They're all the same thing. The only thing Babangida advised him that people are hungry. I say, Nigerians are hungry, do something. So that is it. There's nothing wrong, because they're all the same thing. They're all corrupt. You know, that's not to worry about it. I don't have much to say, but what's the solution? The solution now. What is the solution? If I talk for you tomorrow. No, I'm no. I don't have much to say. The only thing I want to say is that the solution now, not to talk. Okay? What is the solution? The solution is let everybody, people like you, Matthew, everybody, the whole Nigeria come out and condemn this act, sharing 500 million. That in the name of stealing. Right. So thank you very much. Thank you. That's it.
I know you don't have much to say.
No, I'm not you. I don't talk.
You don't have much to say.
I don't talk.
You can go. All right. On the issue of budget padding, you can see the way everyone is talking. You know, you've also talked behind the camera. You saw the way you were, shouting there, complaining as well. And whether we like it or not, some people are still in support of Dr. Akpabio. Reports that some of these senators are working to get him out of that seat. There are reports that some are trying to, create chaos, confusion in the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But whether we like it or not, the likes of Jarigo and Ningi, have exposed many things to Nigerians, things that are not known to Nigerians. But how do you feel about this development? And don't you think if Ningi was given chance to talk more, don't you think it would have set, the country on fire?
I've heard so many reviewers with diverse view, but let me tell you that whether a Ningi was fighting a personal cause or not, the important thing is that it opened a can of worms. And Budget Party did not start today. Since we returned to democracy in 1999, it has always been there. I was not surprised when I heard the issue of Budget Party. Don't forget that the way and manner the president submitted the appropriation bill during the consideration at the committee level, before they passed it into law, it became budget. It was shielded in secrecy. I knew something bad would have transpired. It has always been there. For me, this is indictment on the Senate. This is indictment on the office of the president. This is indictment on all the ministries, agencies, and parastatals of federal government. Because as long as you are not allowing the system to prove who did what, the whole government is being indicted. The whole government is being indicted because it was an appropriation that came from the executive. Mr. President submitted the appropriation bill to the Senate and the two joint session of National Assembly. So, even if a Ningi was questioning or rather accusing, alleging 3.7 budget pardon against the Senate, if actually there was pardon, it was the executive that submitted the pardon budget. And I think at this point, somebody should be bold enough to challenge the suspension of Ningi. I think Ningi should go to court and challenge that his suspension. Because I read the statement that came from Senator Shewsani that even while he was in Senate, that it was the leadership of the then Senate that saved him from suspension. He went down to explain that it is difficult for you to go against the leadership of the Senate, even as opposition, even if you are not comfortable, even what they are doing is wrong because of their standing house rules. And this is like a bylaw that is organized by senators. They impose it on all the House members, all the senators. Even if you are not a senator before, you are coming for the first time, the rule is binding on you. For me, that monster needs to be challenged in the law courts. Because the way it stands, a Ningi will be forced to tender an apology. And once it does that, it ends there. There is no way you can make me to believe that there was no budget pardon. Look at all the effort of the leadership of the Senate. The effort is not to prove whether there was budget pardon or not. All the effort is to make Senator Ningi apologize. You can imagine we have 109 senators. Only Senator Ningi is the one making this allegation. Initially, he said this investigation is known to his northern colleagues. But now, it's like 1 against 108. In the face of intimidation and other, how can that man stand? So I want to tell you that before, even as in other suspension, they would have reached out to him to put more pressure. So at the end of the day, he will apologize.
I'm going against the suspension. Jaribu also spoke yesterday.
When you talk about
the
the senior
say they are
senator,
all culpable.
yes.
That,
I don't know whether your senator is a
senator.
senior one or junior one. Because my own senator should be a junior senator because this is the first time he's making an appearance in the Senate.
He said he got 75 million naira.
But it's quite unfortunate.
And some other senators
No,
got 500 million naira.
Do you know why I said it's quite unfortunate? Even if you need to do consulting projects, do you need to pay that money into the pocket of senators? I saw the explanation by I think it's the Senate leader, majority leader of the House, why he was saying they should wait until 2024 completes. If they didn't see concerning projects in their respective constituencies, I'm talking about Nigerians now, that is worth 500 million naira. That is when they will start questioning. The question is, do you have to pay that money into the pocket of the senators? As a senator, okay, what's the rationale behind sharing the constituency projects? Why are some constituencies getting 500 million and some getting lesser? Who make a senator a senior senator and a junior senator? Even in the cabinet system of government, where you have a prime minister, he's seen as primus inter pares, first among equal. He's not even superior to other lawmakers. He's seen as primus inter pares, first among equal. Not that even as a prime minister like you have in Britain, he's not even bigger than other House members, but he's first among equal. Then how do you now come to Nigeria and you are seeing senior and junior senators? It's quite unfortunate that we are getting here.
All right, moving down to another one, the controversial Islamic scholar talking about Gumi. Willingness again. Willingness again to negotiate with bandits.
I think the same way the government arrested the chairman of Yetiala. Sheikh Gumi need to answer some questions. Don't forget that the former government make an attempt to make it to answer some questions. I don't think they had the willpower. But since the government, we are seeing some level of willpower when it comes to dealing with headers. I think they should invite Sheikh Gumi to answer some questions. Why should we be telling a government that is sharing monopoly of coercive power with some non-state actors not to to start negotiating with bandits? The only area, the only condition, the only criteria I will accept for negotiation is to secure the release of the students, who the only thing they committed is for being Nigerians and decided to attend schools. So if you are negotiating for their release, it's understandable because going for rescue will endanger their life. But after securing their rescue, go all offensive through kinetic approach. There's no reason Nigerian government should be sharing monopoly of coercive power with non-state actors. It made the government illegitimate, it made the government weak, and that's the best explain the reason we are seeing the boldness of these non-state actors, killer herdsmen, Boko Haram, bandits, operating with impunity. Are you not aware that even as we speak, about 60-something persons were kidnapped in Kaduna, even as we speak? So it's going to show you that the dead government, they are like dipping hand in the eye of Nigerian federal government. Say you can't do anything. And we have a situation where the ones that are abducted, the kidnappers, they are all in Nigeria here. Within Nigerian sovereignty. I call Nigeria a sovereign state. I have a chief of army staff, a chief of air staff, and a director, what's it called? DSS, what's it called? I've mentioned Air Force, yes. Custom, maybe a lot of them. And you have what you call not state actors, I thought they call them ragtag. They are holding your citizens in captivity within your sovereignty. You cannot smoke the outside and run and bring them to justice. And somebody will tell me that Nigeria is a sovereign state. It's quite unfortunate.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
What is happening? But everybody just argue of what?
Yes, the kind of ones.
In the Senate.
Yeah, in the Senate.
You see, time is coming, all of them will be exposing themselves. They make me and you to be suffering, wicked suffering and smiling. No food, no roads, no lights, nothing. Kidnapping every day, killing us every day. See, the best solution is for Tinubu as a president, the senior mafia in this group. Get them arrested. Are they above the law? Somebody said trillions, unnecessary trillions, nowhere, just for their own pocket. And somebody now reveal and now say you suspend. and everybody's looking. See, Nigeria is too tata for this problem. Why is Nigeria not coming out and say enough is enough of this brutality of stealing under government? The stealing from brutality. We are the victim. We got the double trouble every day. Every day now we. Why we? Because we are armless. We don't have teeth. We don't have anybody to. They are making us to be hungry. So Nigeria should realize that now is not the time to say APC, PDP, Labour Party, Yoruba Hausa. Now it is time to say we are Nigeria. Let's face these people once and for all. Let's march to that National Assembly and tell them say their time is temporarily off. Why now? You didn't know the meaning of trillion before you see 1 trillion. Don't you know how many billion? That one not going to solve Nigeria hungry level matter. Okay, Jagaba did there now. Babe say go meet Jagaba. Go meet and go tell him what. Go tell him say sorry that way now. Why? See, Mike, the language is getting out of hand. Nigeria is going. If cares not taking, maybe the president will be the last president of Nigeria. Everybody will go because bullshit done too much. If you don't hear kidnapping, you go hear bandits. If you don't hear that one, nah. House of Assembly, they now share our money. Sarah, where is the police? Where is the other one? Are they not supposed to be putting somewhere under bondage now? And they are still flying with their agbada, with their coats. VIP, vagabond in power. They're supposed to be in cell jail now. Because many atrocities they have committed against you and I. Fraudster. In the name of Renew Hope, where is the Renew Hope? Is it hope? Is it Renew Hope? This one is case of fraudulence. Enough is enough. We are tired of hearing their fucking shit. We don't tire to carry any more of their shit. Their shit is too smelly now. So we don't want to hear any of those language. That man should be praised. Nigeria should praise her. The rest, jail. Akpabe never want to go kiri. Akpabe must go kiri. Can never go escape it. He and his boys, they must go kiri and serve and know the meaning of sufferness. From governor to minister, now senate, now you want to tell us your real color. And that color, we are going to paint it red. A time is coming for him and his boys. The sick Nigeria will be looking every day. But one day, fire will consume them. And that fire will consume them. And they know they go nowhere.
What is the spiritual language?
They convert our life to their life and they are making us. And the fire of Almighty God will consume them anywhere they are. Except they vomit our money and cure our wound for us. Because we are getting big sore. Where is Nigeria? Nigeria is just here in Nigeria. And the demon called themselves Akpabio Ako in the National Assembly. They are sharing our money. We are coming for them. The Spirit is coming for them. That is the Spirit of God. Because Nigerian masses are crying and God is hearing their crying and God is tired of their crying. And God give them food and somebody is stealing that food from them. In the name of Akpabio President Senate. Army robbery. Daylight robbery. They must go for it, man.
Thank you so much.
So why don't give them the last language?
Maybe the last week, we're talking to this morning. How you doing? I'm fine. Good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning to viewers on this platform. Honestly, it's really a serious situation now in the country. Ningi+Gumi, the new talk of the town. Yeah. First and foremost, I would say it is so unfortunate that Nigerians find ourselves in this kind of dilemma, whereby Nigerians, we that voted them to go represent us, we're not even asking for much. We're asking, we know they will steal. We know. Because if you send someone to the National Assembly, and then with the current situation and the system of the country, you know the person going there to represent you will still, but at least still have impact, little impact in the lives of Nigerians. We are not acting too much. But now this one that, and I've, thank God I have always said it here on countless times that the combination of Akpabio and Tinubu, it is not a very good combination at all. Yeah. I even yesterday, on Twitter, I had banters with my friends who are the aides to Akpabio, whereby in a country, now why would 3.7 trillion be added to a budget? Now, are we saying that the President Tinubu is not aware? Later now, they will say Tinubu, Akpabio is the cause of Nigeria. Where is the president when he assent to that budget? The president knows, because the president too is also a culprit of it. Now, why would now we have even in the house there's disparity. You have the senior senators and the junior senators. Now, for some senators to have gotten 500 million, some persons did not get. The man that said they got 500 million was now telling Nigerians that we should expect more borrow. So it means 500 million can bring to the constituency, it is only borrow, nothing aside from borrow. So at this point, it is so obvious the kind of people leading the affairs of the nations. When Jesus Christ said it's finished, I said Jesus Christ was referring to Nigeria. Because now a budget that may have been open to bring life, to bring a better development, hope to my constituency. A budget, I felt that budget, roads will be constructed. That budget will give room, will give loan to small scale business. Government sign budget, president sign budget, January 1st, March 11, budget is not finished. They not share money finish for budget. So it means they are telling us don't expect any meaningful development. Because now every lawmakers have gotten their share of the 2024 budget. So even to a layman, even to another man on the street, it shows throughout this year there will be no development, there will be no infrastructures, there will be no loans. Don't forget that President yesterday said tomorrow he will give out that he said tomorrow that student loan will kickstart. The same government yesterday have said the student loan has been suspended till indefinitely. Go and get the findings. Yeah. Indefinite. Now, I think it was to launch it yesterday. But now, yes, tomorrow is Thursday. But now, breaking news: student loan indefinite. Anything that will benefit. Postpone is different. Postpone that but this one indefinite. Anything that will benefit the masses. Government will not make it faster and then snappy. But anything that will bring money to their pocket, it is what? Now, the 2024 budget, nothing good will come out of it. Even now, Akpabio, I'm not a supporter of the senator too, Ningi, because Ningi has been in the house since 1999 or so. If Akpabio had also given that money, he too will not come out and then support the masses. I was trying to ask.
Don't forget that before time there has always been padding. Why has Ningi Nengi not come out openly? Because this time he no reach in turn. You know favor am. Over senior senator wey pass am collect the money, he no collect the money. This is why him come they shout. So Jaribe too. I am not applauding Abu Nengi. I am not applauding because they are the one who have fought so many nights. They are the one. who have ruined so many lives. On the street, look at people walking so helplessly and then hopeless in a country. So it shows the kind of government we have. So now look at what they were saying. I probably was saying that see Nigerians can no longer trust them in the future. In the first instance, who they trust them before? Akpabio, look at the kind of people in the Senate House, ex-convicts. Look at them. 90% of those who today are our senators have issues with what EFCC. 90% of them in the house, from Akpabio and to the least person in the house, have issue about looting. He has one case to answer with EFCC, and still the same people still go there and then represent us. What do you expect? And then again, let me call out Labour senators too. They are selfish. Labour senators, they are selfish, they are greedy, and they are self-centered. If truly Labour senators were fighting for a better Nigeria, in the first place, they should have rejected that 160 million bulletproof. They should have staged a walkout. None of the Labour senators yesterday stood up and then condemned it out. It shows, irrespective of the political party you are, they are the same thing. They are the same thing. No matter how you tend to be good, once you get to that Senate House, you become a monster. You become a vampire. You tend to milk Nigeria. If that money, about 3.7 trillion, that was imparted, if that money was being given to some person, that money can build at least 5 hospitals in 3 different senatorial districts. There are people who go there and then assess their healthcare system. That money can still help, at least some persons can get loan. But here we are today. We are today. We are deliberating about the National Assembly. Sharing money, sharing budget. Tinubu pass budget January 1st. March 11th, single project. I'll rest my case. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, David. I appreciate you for coming here to express your concerns about the situation as well. All right, yeah, we say goodbye to you. We'll bring you the program tomorrow, Thursday, 14th of March. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we say have a great day, everyone. Bye.